Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your Mindset Magical Tribal Tuesday seat, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And also, if you are ready to activate or find your purpose, you can do so on the link in the description box below. There is a purpose alignment activation session taking place on the 1st of February. It's just £11, the same price as a couple of coffees, depending on where you are in the world. You can do that on the link in the description box below. And also, the retrograde survival kit is currently £10 off as we gear up to the first retrograde of 2020. Okay, Mercury goes retrograde on the 16th. So I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. Let's have a look, see what your week ahead has in store for you, my dear Cancerians. So, as many of you know, you are my lunar brothers and sisters. I is a Cancer moon. So let's see what this has in store for us. Actions and path ahead. We have the Knight of Cups. This is about you seeking opportunities this week. You're not waiting for offers. You're not waiting for opportunities. You're not waiting for your knight coming in, on a white horse and all the rest of it. You're gonna, as the saying says on the meme, got tired of waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel and lit that bitch up yourself. Hell yeah, I'm here for it, right? This Knight of Cups is a gorgeous card, and the fact that you've got it in your actions, this is about you seeking opportunities. It's about you creating the opportunity for yourself. So it looks like this week you're kind of surveying the sector, the land, whatever you want to call it, and you're looking around and you're saying to yourself, right, how can I make good connections this week? And ultimately, how do I create the kind of opportunities that I want? Is it more money? Is it a job? Is it love? Is it, a better waistline? I mean, I hear you on that one. All jokes aside though, this is about you really finding ways for you to improve your life by finding the opportunities, but not just finding them, creating them for yourself. This is about you looking further afield than maybe you would normally and saying to yourself, you know what, from here on in, I'm going to create my own opportunities. Your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Wands. Now, the first thing that I noticed before I even go into this is you've got two knights out, right? Knights are about dynamic energy. They're about doing things. They have a very fiery sort of energy. This is about action. It's about will. It's about passion. Knights are very much show up cards. Show up and do the work and the rewards are absolutely promised. Your Knight of Wands for communication, right? So the Knight of Wands itself is very much about passion, fire, vigor, going after what you want, being brave and bold enough to really step outside of your own personal norm. The fact that this is in your communications and conversations, right underneath that Knight of Cups, not only are you creating your own opportunities this week, or at least spotting ideas and things that can become opportunities for you, you're reaching out to people. This is about you being on the phone. It's about you knocking, I think in the old days, well, I say the old days, I'm old. In the old days, they used to say about getting out there and knocking down doors. This is very much this energy this week. Like you're looking to connect with the people that you know can make a difference. Whether that's in your own life or whether it's in the world in some way, shape or form. Your Knight of Wands basically says that this week people are going to feel that palpable passion from you. People are going to be receiving you like, damn, like they are on it. They're not holding back, like they're about this. And if you ever want to convince anybody of anything, you have to be about it. You have to show up in that vibrant, fun, dynamic way and be ready. And I was just reading something about this, I think it was yesterday. You've got to be ready to sell the idea. You've got to be ready to be able to make, and this is the whole thing about all of that stuff. You need to make other people have that same belief in your vision that you do, because if you can't convince them of that, then you're like, oh yeah, it's a good idea and it's got a few benefits. Who's going to buy into that? Nobody. If you're fired up about it, passionate and vibrant, and you're like, yes, this is, this is what everybody needs to be on right now. And it looks like this is what you're doing this week. You're really demonstrating how much you care about something, that you are here for it. And so everybody else should be as well. Your money and materials, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, right? So you're on the money this week. This is a gorgeous energy for you. This is a new start when it comes to finances. It's not just a new start when it comes to finances either. It really kind of says to me that this week you're not only being proactive, but whatever it is that you're creating in terms of these opportunities or reaching out for to make, the Ace of Pentacles says that it's assured. This is about job interviews, things that happen on a practical level in the real world, on an everyday level. The fact that you have the the Ace of Pentacles as well very much says that this week not only is money good, but you're coming up with new ways of making money, new revenue streams, new sources of money, maybe even new ideas, and whatever these opportunities that you're creating for yourself. Maybe you're seeing gaps in a market. Maybe you're seeing where whatever it is that you can do now can be applied to something else. Kind of like that, or the word that I'm hearing is cross-pollination. Gorgeous, right? Absolutely gorgeous. When it comes to the home, the Ace of Pentacles looks lovely. I mean, look at that. Look at the house there and the little farm with all the animals. Lovely. And this just seems to be kind of feeding into this. There's a very much an energy of flow this week. And I really feel like if you dare to step into it or tap into it, this week you could really find it. Shameless plug, if you haven't got your seat for the purpose alignment activation session, I think you should get one based on these cards. But, that's just me. And then finally, your love and relations. You've got the Queen of Cups, right? This card for me is Cancer ruled. So whenever you see the Queen of Cups, this is about love, nurturing, nourishment. It's about really being there for someone. The fact that you've got this in your love and relations, for those of you that are single, you could be meeting somebody that really makes you feel at home and somebody that makes you feel comfortable. You could be meeting this person in the course of whatever it is that you set out to do. So this week, my biggest message for you is you've got to be out there doing stuff, making stuff happen, knocking down doors. Especially for those of you that are looking to partner with someone, to maybe find a new love relationship and love interest. You got to be out there, right? This is the week where you could really bump into somebody, but if you're sitting at home, it ain't gonna happen. The energy is definitely there for it this week though. For those of you that are partnered, a gorgeous energy. I will say this to you: even if you can't get away this week, my advice to you would be to start planning a holiday, start planning a trip. Nights are also about movement and travel, right? And things that come in from a distance. So the fact that you've got this Queen of Cups, harmonious energy in the relationship for sure, for those of you that are partnered. But this is a week really for you to, one, make your money work for you. And I mean actually work for you. So look at things that you both want to invest in over the long term, and also start looking at ways that you can, or maybe whatever it is, whatever trips or holidays that you think you might want to do is definitely something you should focus on this week. And your key to the week is the Faith card. This is actually the Hierophant, right? So this card is ruled by Taurus, and it has a very practical but also a very established energy to it. And the fact that this is your key to the week, you could find yourself aligning with either a governing body. You could find yourself being headhunted or picked up in some way, shape or form. But this only happens in the course of what you're already doing. This card, the Hierophant always represents the establishment, like the bigger institutions of the world. And the fact that you've got this and it says faith and it's got all the symbols of faith on it, it really kind of says this week, if you step into that flow, all of the faith that you've put out into the world, all of the faith that you've held within yourself that something is going to happen or that a certain thing will come to you, step into this energy this week, Cancer, and I promise you, you will find that your faith is truly rewarded. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.